Today I'm at Sullivan Pond and just here to check it out, have a little fun fishing and see if there's anything new or interesting. Already I can see that the grass has come up to the surface more in different areas, so that could be fun. And it's just as most of my fishing, I really don't have a plan on what I'm going to do. I just go here to check it out and adapt to the situation, and this looks like it'll be really fun. Given the water conditions, I guess you can guess that I'm going to try this speed worm again. I'm not sure that the bass here are big enough for this. It's a little over 5 inches, but bass will go after things that are larger than it, or about 2/3 their size, things like that. They've got big mouths and they'll inhale quite a few different size fish and lizards, whatever it happens to be. It's awful shallow, so even though I can cast into these areas, the amount of water underneath it and the fact that it's really patchy makes me think that I'm not going to find any bass in these areas. There's likely bluegills, and there's a bluegill right there, a couple of them, 3 of them. So there's a little bass there. Let me see, this is way bigger than that bass. We're going to try it anyhow. I think what I'm going to have to do is switch to some other type of bait that I can rig weedless and just work it over there. If that's the size of the bass, that one looked like it was about 9 inches. I don't think that I'm going to really find anything here. Let's try deeper. Not going to fish for long, just a quick trip out to see what the pond looks like. Let people know what the conditions are so that if they decide that they wanted to go fishing here, they can come a bit more prepared. I've got this swim bait on here. See what's out in the middle. Get through these weeds because one, it'll snag a lot of it, but mainly I want to keep these weeds intact so I can throw a different bait over the top of it. This is a 3-inch swim bait, so not a small bass is going to hit it. Okay, we'll make a few casts to the bottom. I'm just casting it out, letting it fall to the bottom, and then reel in, steady retrieve, so that it kind of hugs the bottom. Alright, well, I think it's time for something smaller. Okay, going to try this one with an exposed hook, but something tells me I'll have to switch out fairly soon. This is a little swim bait. I think it's about 2 inches. I have it on a 32nd ounce jig head, but something tells me that I might need to go a little heavier than that. Got a bluegill. I was anxious to catch it, but not what I was looking for. There he is. That's my first one for the day. Hopefully we can upgrade that. Yep, bluegill wanted it, but didn't take it in. There's a whole bunch of bluegills coming out of this grass right there. Oh, there's all these little small minnows or whatever kind of fish that is. Kind of looks like sunfish. And that might be what the other sunfish are eating. Oh, there's a bass. We're going to take a walk around the pond, see what we can find. Had another bluegill, but didn't want to set it. I'm picking up the retrieve on my lure just because I'm going to see if a more aggressive speed would trigger a bite, especially since I'm going to this area that's I can make several casts since it's open. It's getting a little more stained over here, probably because there's less grass. Not sure why. Well, considering I don't have very much time, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to my tenkara rod and see if I can catch some fish that way. Maybe even a bass if I'm lucky. But I want to catch something more than that one bluegill. And the bass here are too small for this speed worm. So I'm going to have fun the rest of the day. Well, I have a little black and gold nymph tied to my leader, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with that and see what happens. I finally got somebody on this nymph, but that took a long time to catch, so I'm going to switch to a different fly because I think they don't like that. That's kind of weird. He's got that mouth, the top lip that's small. Saw that last time over at Lower Tower. There he is. Got that on a dry fly. Got a nice little green sunfish. It's really cool. There you go, past the rocks. Getting a chunkier one. There she is. I think she was in this bed right there. So I'll just drop her right back in. I'm not liking this fly, but I'm trying to practice using it for trout season. There it is. There she is. Small but nice looking. Oh, caught another bluegill by leaving my fly in the water as I was getting something else. Looks like this one has eggs. Interesting that there's bluegills spawning at all times of the year. Or sunfish in this case, a green sunfish. Going to do something unorthodox. As always, it's like somebody has to create it at some point in time. I'm just adding Trout Magnet to my fly. I don't think this falls fast enough. There. I guess that's what it took, was to go jigging with a mini trout magnet. There he is, little bass, about 8 inches like I was predicting, but got my little bass, and same spot with all the others, little school, so I'm gonna put him over here not to spook the place. Here you go, bye-bye. So it looks like they want something with a more subtle presentation, no swimming tail, and definitely not a fly that's so slow. If I had the time, I would try to cast deep into the center, but I don't, and that's going to be a long grind, so I'm just happy to go ahead and fish these shallow areas and try to see what I can catch. Well, that's funny. Kept casting, knowing that they were aggressive, and this little guy lost the lottery because she went ahead and went after my bare hook. Anyhow, that was fun. Bye-bye. And we got a lot of trash again. And again, right next to the trash can. Oh, there we go. That sunfish just raced out there to get that. Not what I'm looking for, but oh, let's see if I can. But that's a nice size and cool looking colors. Every single one has been hooked on the left side of their mouth. And this one has another one of those little growths on her mouth. I wonder what that is. Anyhow, there she is. Have a good one. Well, I think I'll call it a day. It's getting hot and I lost my last bait, so hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It'll let me know that people are interested in knowing what's going on in St. George. Till next time, bye. Caught another sunfish as I'm heading out. Bye-bye.